Our targeted topic today is divorce and your MPERS benefit. My name is Jamie Mullen, and I am a Senior Benefits Specialist here at MPERS. If at any time throughout your career you have questions about your MPERS-sponsored benefits, you can contact a benefits specialist at the email address provided. Your retirement benefit from MPERS may be considered marital property. If you have been married at any time while an active member of MPERS, and if you are vested on your date of divorce, your ex-spouse may be entitled to receive a portion of your MPERS retirement benefit. The only way that MPERS can pay a portion of your benefit to an ex-spouse is through what is called a Division of Benefits Order. I'll be referring to a Division of Benefits Order as a DBO throughout this presentation. Here's what we're going to discuss: the DBO provision, calculating an ex-spouse payment under a DBO, submitting a DBO, as well as other important considerations. First, the DBO provision. Again, you must be vested on your date of divorce in order for a portion of your benefit to potentially be payable to an ex-spouse. Also, a DBO must be certified by a court of competent jurisdiction. MPERS is exempt from Qualified Domestic Relations Orders, or quadros as they're called. Quadros are a common way of dividing retirement benefits in the private sector. Through a DBO, an ex-spouse can receive up to 50% of the value of the benefit that you accrued while you were married. Service that you accrued before or after your marriage cannot be divided to an ex-spouse. The lump sum backdrop, if applicable, also cannot be payable to an ex-spouse. However, the value of service accrued while married during the backdrop period can be included in the ex-spouse payment. If you get divorced before you retire, payments to an ex-spouse begin when you retire. If you get divorced after you retire, payments to an ex-spouse begin the first of the month following receipt of a DBO. Some additional considerations regarding divorce after retirement are that payments to an ex-spouse are adjusted for early retirement if applicable, and for the survivor option chosen at the time of retirement if applicable. Also note that divorce does not change the survivor option that you chose at retirement. In other words, if you chose a joint and 50% survivor or a joint and 100% survivor payment option for your spouse at the time that you retired, that person will still receive a survivor benefit upon your death, regardless of whether or not you later divorce. Ex-spouses receiving a benefit resulting from a DBO will receive annual cost of living allowances, or COLAs as they're called. Payments to an ex-spouse end upon the death of either party. In other words, if a portion of your benefit is being paid to an ex-spouse and you die, the payment to the ex-spouse ends upon your death. If a portion of your benefit is being paid to an ex-spouse and your ex-spouse dies before you, your benefit then reverts to the full amount to include the amount that was being paid to an ex-spouse the first of the month following your ex-spouse's death. Calculating an ex-spouse payment under a DBO. Let's take into account the following assumptions. Let's assume that you were hired September 1 of 2005 and that your date of marriage was October 1 of 2010. The date of divorce is December 1 of 2015, and your final average pay as of your date of divorce is $3,000 per month. Let's also assume that the ex-spouse was awarded 50% under the DBO. The first thing that you do is calculate the service accrued while married. In this particular scenario, you accrued 5 years and 2 months of service while married. Now let's calculate the amount of the ex-spouse payment under a DBO. Using the retirement benefit formula, we take the $3,000 monthly final average pay times the plan multiplier times the amount of service that you had while you were married to equal a benefit of $263.50. Now remember, the ex-spouse was awarded 50% under the DBO. You divide that amount in half and you're left with $131.75 per month. That's the amount that your ex-spouse will receive upon your retirement under these particular circumstances. Submitting a DBO. If you wish to explore the DBO option, please complete and submit the Request for DBO Estimate form. This form is located under the Forms section of our website, mpers.org. Once we receive the completed form from you, we will calculate an estimate of the value of the benefit that you accrued while married, and we will also provide you with a sample DBO. Should you wish to pursue the DBO option in court, have your attorney prepare a DBO according to the sample DBO provided to you by MPERS. An altered DBO will not be accepted. Have the DBO signed by the appropriate parties, including the judge. Then obtain a certified copy of the DBO from the circuit clerk and submit the certified copy to MPERS for processing. Other considerations. Remember, while a DBO is the only way that MPERS can physically pay a portion of your benefit to an ex-spouse, a DBO is only one of the ways in which property can be divided as part of a divorce settlement. The DBO is optional. We strongly recommend that you discuss divorce proceedings with your attorney and ask about your rights and options regarding marital property. There are a few important details to remember when considering whether or not to use a DBO. First, no payment will be issued to your ex-spouse until you begin receiving retirement benefits from MPERS. Payments to an ex-spouse end upon the death of either party. And lastly, 2011 tier members who have a DBO on file can no longer receive a refund of their employee contributions should they separate service prior to reaching normal retirement eligibility. More detailed information regarding divorce and your MPERS benefits can be found in the Closed Plan Retirement Handbook, as well as the Year 2000 Plan and 2011 Tier Retirement Plan Handbook. You can view the handbooks under the Publications section of our website, empers.org. This has been a very basic, high-level discussion of this particular topic. We realize everyone's situation may be different, so we encourage you to contact a benefits specialist to discuss your situation in detail. We appreciate you taking a few minutes to learn more about your benefits through MPERS. Remember to check back periodically as we will be adding additional targeted topic presentations. Thank you.